Hello again, it's Francis, the traveling nurse, and we are sponsored by eHealthCareSpot.com. You're home for a happy healthcare career. A lot of you guys are coming over from the Traveling Nurse 5,000 a Week and Up page, and that page gets pretty rowdy at times. We all know it does. So some people have said that it's harder to find the jobs on there. That's kind of why we got the page going. It's the same jobs from the page, organized right here on the front. In fact, if you sign up for our newsletter, which it looks like a little over 53,000 of you have, awesome, good job, guys. We will actually send you every like 3 days an updated list of all the jobs that have been posted to the Facebook page. So that's a quick way to get in there, get set, and you don't have to go through the whole spiel with scrolling, trying to find stuff. Also want to give a shout out to Tannen Claxton, who see his little head poking up there on the site. He is also sponsoring this video today. So for traveling insurance that travels with you, health insurance, give Tannen a shout. We'll post his link in the description below for the end of the video. Today, kind of want to talk about, I know last week's video was like loneliness and traveling and how to like kind of handle that type of stuff. This week we're going to take that kind of a little further and go with like trying to have relationships while you travel, or even like dating while traveling. So what do you think? Is it a good idea to date while traveling? Do you have any like date horror stories, or did you found anyone yourself traveling, or had some relationships end because of traveling? Go ahead and post your comments in the link below, and as always, if you can like, share, and subscribe, that would be awesome too. So like me personally, I got into traveling and I was in a relationship at the time when I got into traveling. And funny enough, the person that I was in that relationship with, they traveled as well. They weren't a traveling nurse, but it kind of worked out because they would be going and doing what they were doing, and maybe I'd meet them out, or they'd meet me out when I was, out on my contract or whatever. And in between, we would like call and video and that type of stuff. And it did work very well for a while. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out, but it was comforting to have something to look forward to. What we tried to do is like at the end of any lengthy stay where we knew, just because of that person's schedule or my schedule or whatever, that like we weren't going to be able to hang out or do anything, we would like schedule a vacation, even if it was like, just in town at like the little hotel in town or whatever, and just do like a staycation or something like that. So it seemed like having those little goals kind of helped. And then of course we always try to be, there for each other's birthdays or like important events or stuff like that. That seemed to help life out a lot with us. Obviously, if you're single, there are a lot of the dating sites. If you guys have had any kind of stories from those, go ahead and comment down below. That gets kind of interesting at times. Varying degrees of success with the dating sites, but just be aware they're out there. Be careful. Always meet up in like a public place. Try to get to know the person a little bit before you end up meeting them out. The sites can be a good way to get into like an area if you've never been there before. There's also like meetup.com, where it's not necessarily like a dating site, it's more like just activities and stuff. Get out and do stuff, get out and experience the area. But I would say, like, if you have a strong enough foundation in your relationship, the traveling shouldn't really affect it that much. In fact, it might even help it, getting a little bit of time where you gotta go do your thing. You'll come back, you'll have more stories to tell, and it's not just gonna be the same, same old every single day. If I'm a little sweaty, it's because it's hot out in the Midwest. I'm sure it's hot all over the country. We're seeing record highs everywhere. Pretty much, there's like roads buckling in the UK. It's like a worldwide heat wave. I'm a fan of the warm weather. That doesn't really bother me, but when it's causing problems, like hopefully we're not going to see like crazy rolling blackouts or anything that direction. But I know like in Western United States, they're really struggling with just water. So, hopefully they get some precipitation out of all this. But yeah, so, like what do you guys think? Do you think traveling is good for the relationship? It's bad for the relationship? I mean, obviously it gives you a much better budget to take much better vacations versus the 2 weeks you may get off in a staff job to go take a vacation if you get approved for your vacation. Everybody's got businesses to run and things are the way they are, but that's what I really feel like one of the biggest perks too in traveling is, if you got the budget to take a month off and go to, Greece or Japan or, the Keys or whatever, it gives you the opportunity to do that. Whereas with a lot of the staff jobs, they just don't have that flexibility. And I think that helps things, honestly, in your relationships because, like, you can actually take the time to enjoy the moment versus always be worrying about, well, I got this 1 week, I got to get this all in that week, then it's right back to work. I don't have any time to relax, I don't have any downtime, and I feel like you just don't really get to enjoy it as much in those situations. But anywho, so what are you guys' thoughts? Do you think, is it good to try to start a relationship with traveling? Should you try to start it first, then look into traveling? How many couples are traveling nurses together? That would actually be kind of cool to experience that at some point, possibly. But who knows? Who knows what the future has to bring? And one thing in life is guaranteed is change. So however things are going, whatever's going on right now, it will change. So you guys have a great night. Like I said, would appreciate like, share, and subscribe below. We got the Twitter page going. We got the TikTok going. We got the YouTube going. I'll post all the links and stuff below. Join, comment, interact. However you want to do it. So, thanks so much, guys, and stay safe out there.